Carl Jung once said, "You are not broken, you are just following the wrong path." We've all been told at one point or another that we're broken. Maybe it was a parent, maybe it was a partner, maybe it was even ourselves. But when we really stop to think about what they meant, it makes us wonder if there is something wrong with us. Are we not good enough? Are we not beautiful enough, smart enough, or worthy enough? Whatever it is, we start to believe that something must be wrong with us. If you ever felt like something was wrong with you, know that you're not alone. In fact, according to Carl Jung, this is a normal part of the human experience. He believed that we all go through a stage in our lives where we feel lost and broken. But he also believed that this is only temporary, and that if we follow the right path, we can find our way back to wholeness. So let's take a look at what Jung meant by saying, "You're not broken, you're just following the wrong path," and how we can apply it to our own lives. Number 1, you don't have to accept everything about yourself. Jung believed that we all have the capacity for both good and evil, for light and shadow. But as children, we're not equipped to deal with the darker aspects of ourselves. So instead of acknowledging them, we repress them and push them out of our conscious awareness. This is where the shadow self comes in. It's the part of us that we don't want to acknowledge, because it doesn't fit in with the image we want to project to the world. When we suppress our shadow self, we create a false persona for ourselves. And Jung believed that this is what leads to psychological problems and an unsatisfying life. He said that until we make our shadow conscious, it will manifest itself in our relationships, our work, and our everyday lives in ways that we don't like. For example, you might find that you're always attracting the wrong kind of partners, the ones who are toxic or who treat you poorly. Or you might find that you're always in conflict with your colleagues, or that you're unable to achieve your goals no matter how hard you try. These are all examples of the shadow self getting projected onto someone else or some other situation. Until we become aware of our shadow self and integrate it into our personality, we will continue to suffer, because we are essentially living with a part of ourselves that is constantly at odds with the rest. Number 2, you may not be broken, but you may need help. Jung believed that everyone has the capacity to heal themselves, but sometimes we need a little help from our friends. A therapist or counselor can provide a safe and non-judgmental space for us to explore our thoughts and feelings and come to our own conclusions about what's wrong and how to fix it. They can also help us to challenge our negative thoughts and beliefs and replace them with more positive and realistic ones. If you've tried everything you can think of to fix yourself, but nothing seems to work, it might be time to seek professional help. A therapist can help you uncover any repressed emotions or unresolved trauma that could be contributing to your feelings of being broken. They can also teach you coping mechanisms and give you the tools to develop a healthy sense of self. Number 3, you can't expect to be happy all the time. Jung believed that the key to happiness is to embrace the full range of human emotions. This means allowing yourself to feel sad, angry, frustrated, as well as joyful, peaceful, and content. When we try to avoid or suppress our negative emotions, we only make them stronger, and they eventually come out in unhealthy ways. Instead, Jung believed that we should strive to integrate our shadow self into our personality by becoming aware of our negative emotions and then finding constructive outlets for them. This could involve things like talking to a trusted friend or family member about how you're feeling, practicing yoga or meditation, or engaging in creative activities like painting or writing. By embracing all of our emotions, the good and the bad, we can become more whole and more complete human beings. And it's this wholeness that Jung believed leads to true happiness and fulfillment. Number 4, you may not be broken, but you may be unhappy. Jung believed that there is a difference between being broken and being unhappy. We can be unhappy for a myriad of reasons, but none of them mean that we're broken. Maybe we're going through a difficult period in our lives, like the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or the loss of a job. Or maybe we're just bored with our lives and feel like there's something more that we're supposed to be doing. Whatever the reason, Jung believed that it's important to remember that unhappiness is a normal part of the human experience, and it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with us. The important thing is to find meaning in our suffering and use it as an opportunity for growth. Jung believed that we can use our experiences, both positive and negative, to shape us into the kind of people we want to be. Number 5. Your past does not define you. One of the most damaging things we can tell ourselves is, "You're broken." When we believe this about ourselves, it means that we think there's something wrong with us, that we're not good enough, or that we're not worthy of love and happiness. But the truth is that we're all broken in different ways, and it's what makes us human. Our past experiences, both positive and negative, have shaped us into the people we are today. But that doesn't mean that we're defined by our past. We have the power to choose how our experiences shape us. We can choose to let them define us and make us bitter, or we can choose to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. In the end, it's up to us how we respond to the events that happen to us. Jung believed that we should strive to be the kind of people who can say, "I'm not defined by my past, but I'm shaped by it. I choose to use my experiences to make me a better person." No. 6. You're not alone. One of the most important things to remember is that you're not alone. There are billions of people on this planet, and every single one of them is struggling with something. Some of them may be struggling with the same things as you, while others may be struggling with completely different issues. But the point is that everyone is struggling with something. No one has it all together. No one has their life figured out, and that's okay. What's important is that we try to help each other. We try to be there for each other when times are tough. We try to lend a listening ear or a helping hand. Because in the end, that's what matters most. It's not whether or not we have all the answers. It's whether or not we're willing to help each other along the way. So remember, you're not broken. You're just following the wrong path. With a little self-reflection and some hard work, you can find the right path and lead yourself to a life of happiness and fulfillment. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below with your thoughts about this topic. We hope you enjoyed the video and got some insight from it. We would appreciate it if you could give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them below. We love hearing from you and always respond to our comments. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.